Lady Liberty begins to fidget, fixing her patented copper crown with gloved fingers. A recycled tiara last Halloween zombie queen headgear, now the exclamation of her Central Park hustle. She is far from her Brooklyn art, majestic by only a tourist's reckoning. She floats draped in metallic fabric for slow hours, the matchstick-headed children who burn free from their parents on April's first hot day shriek toward her, reach for her faux torch, and guilt her parents into selfies that go for $5 each. She grips their bills with a time-lapse sweep of her hand, thinking how she'd like to be less of a statue, like the ladies who claim their evening benches, money made and husbands buried. They wrinkle smiles at the democracy of squirrels who fight over scraps in the grass. How to Love a Mermaid. Replace reason with the green swells of algorithms, foaming to meet your rocky perch. The possibility of a tail, scaled curves or eyes, urgent color, incalculable, awaits. A chance crease in the current may gesture you in. Don't offer shells. There will be time enough to build and alter. Don't offer birds, tiny lives that puzzle over the silver hail of bullet fish below. A driftwood crown will not woo her to speak her name. Gather mists to scale your own skin instead. Listen for the gasps of waves. Turn your back to the shore. The tongue of smoke, uneven teeth of broken buildings. The moon will choose you soon enough. Thank you. This next poem is new. It's called Snow Event. We believe the oracle for once, the prophetic power of Doppler radar, that the town will blaze white. We set snow shovels as sentinels, a salt offering, pairs of boots, an altar at our door. Our promised fate fills us as we strip away the glaze of our routines. We rub circles and glass to see out. How easy the row of ranch homes is negated, the greenery swallowed in eddies of swirls and powder. I see my childhood of escape, zipped up in a maroon-striped snowsuit, buried beneath the frozen weight. How good it was to be dead. For a time, the fortress was lost and abandoned, the muffled shrieks of friends receding. Any blizzard will factor down the neighborhood sounds to a distant whisper, the stillness of the heart. I know nothing of winter, only that the soft drifts will receive us when we're ready to break the pristine light.
Thank you.
Thank you. This next poem is called Istanbul Buster. The young man plucks the gut strings of an oud. Fingers flick through shrill runs, swell in and out of reverberant chords, sullen as a hawker's call for Turkish coffee. there are no takers. I stop sore tourists' feet on my trek to the Bosphorus to listen. Impossible not to soak in his melody, a fringe he sews to the afternoon's heavy drape. He is blind like you, says a friendly German traveler who shatters the privacy of shadow cast by a hammam's brick facade before the empty promenade. It is an ocean, the busker and I both know. No neat walls to shoreline or landmarks to take us to familiar rooms. Only currents and faith, sounds that crest and wane in slow decay, that trained fingers can only revive, the release of our lives full of cautious steps. This next poem you can find in the Saranac Review online, December of last year. It's called White King Traveler. Take a right at the worn clapboards. Your palm finds the crease it knows. Gather up a summer of dust, haptic chatter with the afternoon. Recall steps, paced with breath. A picket fence becomes your guide. Bowed staves, musty, sweet. Pass you through to the buckled street. To stink weed in the sidewalks, split the pithy prick of a rose tendril. Papery licks of hydrangea leaves. The exhaling of the linden's hill. Surrender to the slope ahead where houses stagger, catch their step, where wet paint scents the rooted path and hostas smother the corner green. Turn here at the dogwood's end to brush along wrought iron, spines flecked and kempt, flecked and bent, an unkempt surrender draws you down a crooked line to churchyard mums which suffocate the gritty hour in the throat. Broken stones stump your feet, and juniper bristles sprawl and reach. Map again this tapestry, woven with an easy pace. Map again this tapestry, tap, step, tap, step, tap.
Thank you.
Thank you. Refuting the embodied difference. Disability waits outside doors. Disability slinks in city squares. Disability lies in broken streets. Disability masters doublespeak. Disability glares in retail windows. Disability is always well-meaning. Disability clouds the glass ceiling. Disability forms in political mouths. Disability speaks of urban planning. Disability sets a barren table. Disability is not able. Disability is a teacher's dirty looks. Disability forbids the good books. Disability is code that cannot be heard. Disability's predictions are skewed. Disability whose numbers tangle in knots. Disability whose academies do not have room. Disability diagnoses all who differ. Disability preaches there will be a cure. Disability broadcasts to tell the world. Disability fogs the minds of observers. Disability replicates itself in murmurs. Disability critiques the every step. Disability lives to correct. Disability places you in a ghetto. Disability insists they know you better. Disability waits for fitting skin. Disability waits for an invitation. Thank you. And this last poem is a pantoum, which is a Malay form, which was adapted by the French and now we English speakers. I think it's particularly, relevant to Bluebird. The Blue Soiree. We rock our steps heel to toe. A lead hoof satyr and terpsichore, leaving ourselves for ourselves. For better versions, the refrigerator knows. A lead-hoofed satyr and terpsichore, the heavy years we shake from our hips. For better versions, the refrigerator knows. Palms kissing to hold our space. The heavy years we shake from our hips. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Palms kissing to hold our space. We gloss along the linoleum floor. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. We polish our frames, rehearse our steps. We gloss along the linoleum floor as the candle flame tangos and nobody sees. We polish our frames, rehearse our steps, while the horn breathes sweet and the bass beats as the candle flame tangles and nobody sees. While silhouettes jitter on the kitchen ceiling, while the horn breathes sweet and the bass beats, we slink our strides into each other's gates, while the silhouettes jitter on the kitchen ceiling. We lean into the blue soiree. We slink our strides into each other's gates, leaving ourselves for ourselves. We slink into the blue soiree and lean into the blue soiree. Thank you.
Beautiful.